arcade heroes.
Here's a game by Sega that was released earlier this year in March, April, somewhere around there. But we didn't get a really good chance to look at it. I did play it at Amusement Expo, but they only had one unit there, whereas at IAAPA Expo 2019, as you can see, they had 4 of them and linked together. And so I would say that this was a better debut for the game than what we had seen previously. But ATV Slam, if you're unfamiliar with it, is a new racing game from Sega that has you racing on ATVs, of course, or quads as some may call them. And it has a motion base, as you saw there a moment ago. The full seat is not on the motion base. It's more just the front of it to reproduce the feel of being on a dirt road, and I have to say it was a pretty good effect. I believe it's powered by an air compressor, because I could kind of hear some sort of air compressor going on in the background there, but of course in a trade show things are pretty noisy. But you can pick between quick race, where you can pick your track, or you can do the championship mode, as you saw there, and then you get to pick your racer. Unfortunately, it only gives you 10 seconds, which should give you a little bit more than that on these things. Of course, I know they want people to be rushed through, but then also you can pick your upgrade, and then you're in the waiting lobby to see if you can race. You can push the 2 arrow buttons on your control panel to skip that and just do single player, which is what I did. But controls are pretty straightforward. You have your brake, which you can squeeze. There's the boost button there at your thumb, or your left thumb. You twist the right handle to be able to accelerate or pump it for wheelies, I think it was. And you collect nitrous boosts on the way, and you race 2 closed circuit laps and just have fun with it. So this is maybe a little bit of a departure from where Sega's been doing racers in recent years, but still has a lot of that Sega feel to it. Of course, with the nitro boost and all that stuff, the smashing through things, it's just, yeah, got the different feel than, let's say, like Daytona Championship USA did, or anything like that. So I'd say it's kind of close to Hummer, but of course the style of vehicle changes things up. Now the graphics on this are really, really good. It's done in Unreal Engine 4, which is what House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn was done in, and so can't fully get the feel for it, but you can kind of see there like reflective textures on the ground, like when water's on the ground you can see some pretty good reflections. The colors are really vibrant, resolution's spot on. As far as I recall, it had anti-aliasing, so you didn't see a lot of jagged lines. Lots of nice particle effects and lighting effects, HDR lighting. So overall, just a really good, solid, nice-looking graphics package. Sound was fine too, nothing to complain about there. The music was rock music, something I guess fits with quad racing, I suppose. And a lot of tracks in this one too. I guess I should have looked it up beforehand as to exactly how many tracks there are, but yeah, it's got enough to keep you coming back for more, and it's a bit of a challenge too. You really need to get the drifting down around corners, which is something that I was only starting to really get the hang of near the end here instead of earlier on when it probably mattered the most. But using that and your boosts together to reach first place is what you need to do. So that's the nice thing, is it takes practice. It doesn't feel like this game is driving for you. The rubber banding, I'm sure there's some, but it just doesn't feel like it's right on the nose there, if it is significant in any way. And so, yeah, it just feels more like a good old school Sega racer should, and that's putting it all on your skill and not doing everything for you. And so, again, this game is available now. It has been available throughout most of 2019, and so perhaps you'll see it out there. It is a huge cabinet, though, and so having more than one may take up a bit of space depending on the arcade, but still an impressive sight. But thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you on the next video.